I'm sorry, but we're closed. This happened the other day and I'm still laughing because of how ridiculous the situation was. There was a power outage at my store that shut everything off, registers included. I told my coworker to use a flashlight to make sure all the customers were out of our store while I stayed in front to stop people from coming in. My coworker came back after rounding up all the customers, so I closed our gate and started doing as much closing duties as I could because our power most likely wouldn't have turned back on until after the store closed. As I'm making sure all of the power switches were actually turned off, I hear a sound coming from the back of the store and I asked my coworker if she was sure there was no one else in the store. I walked around the store going, if anyone is still in the store, we are closed due to the fact that the power is off. No one ever responded back to me, so I assumed the store was empty. I go back to the front to finish up, but I still could not shake off the feeling that someone was in the store. My coworker joked that it was actually our resident ghost that we dubbed as Walter, but as a scaredy cat, I did not want to listen. I made sure everything was locked before I headed to our back door. As I'm walking back, I heard a small laugh and I paused. I stared at my coworker and I asked her, nearly in tears, if she laughed. Maybe she was laughing at the way I was limping or how my hair bun was shaking every time I moved. Anything. I just wanted to know that it was her that laughed. She looked at me and thought it was me. We didn't know what to do because we're standing in a pitch-black store, the only windows are way in the front of the store, the only thing standing in between us and the mysterious laughter was an aisle of goddamn porcelain figurines. She's pushing me towards the sound. I'm pushing her back. She's telling me that as the oldest, I should take one for the team and go towards the laugh. I'm telling her that if I'm going to die on my own terms and not because of some little bitch-ass ghost named Walter. We both ended up walking towards the laugh as we're holding each other and as we peeked our heads past the end of the aisle, it was nothing but an empty aisle. We laughed at each other and unclenched our buttholes and started walking towards our back door, ready to go home. As we turned the corner, we were met with the figure of a small, pale woman in front of us. My coworker screamed and shoved me towards a shelf as I started shouting expletives and I momentarily became religious. We're backing up in fear, I'm trying to grab something to fight the ghost, because what's a better weapon than a narwhal plushie, and the figure is walking towards us, probably asking us something but we're too busy screaming to actually listen. We stopped for a split second and I grabbed my phone that I had dropped on the floor and shone the light onto the figure. Turns out, it was a short white lady that we somehow had missed. She held up a card that was in her hand and asked us if we could do a price check. We're in the middle of a nearly pitch-black store. No one else was around. The store was in complete silence. Our usual music wasn't playing. The lady used her phone to shine the light on me and we're standing there staring at each other. I was the first one to break the silence. Do you normally shop in the dark? I asked. No, but I didn't want to complain. I just thought you turned off the lights to save energy. I'm not really sure what you millennials are doing anymore. Ma'am, we're closed. The power turned off. Did you not hear us announcing that the store was closed? I heard, but you close at 9 p.m., so I thought I still had time to shop. Can I still buy this card? I'm sorry, but no. Our registers are shut off. So what does that mean for me? You can't buy the card. Why not? On the account that our power shut down. Motions around the store, I'm not sure if it's obvious enough. The lady ended up trying to argue with me for a bit, but I told her that even if I was nice enough to ring her up, I couldn't actually open up the register because I didn't have the keys. I redirected her to a big box store that was across the street for her card needs and walked her out. Honestly, I still don't even think she understood why I couldn't ring her up. But it's fine. She's their problem now. TLDR, our power shut off and I thought there was a ghost in my store. Nearly shat my pants, but realized it was just a white lady, my coworker, and I somehow managed to miss.